So the really cool part about doing these kind of events with people that you are used to doing them with and having the experience is the fact that, you know, a lot of the problems just kind of disappear because you already expect what's going on. But the other side of it is that when you deal with people who, you know, you have dealt with for several years, and they trust you and they trust the process, and they don't get excited about the little things either. Okay, I'm here with Gabriel. We just did our last school of the year. Set it up. Now we do this school several times a year, and we do it several events at the school, and we've done it for several years. So it's kind of an easy setup. We know everything. Everybody is in line and knows exactly what to do. And even still, there's problems that always come up. You know, there's this one. One of the units had been used at an event prior to, so there was leaves on it, and we had to get those straightened out. And that's always kind of bad for the customer to see, because your units are, you know, clean and sanitized the whole 9 yards. But there are those events that go back to back, or the unit gets tucked away and doesn't make it through the cycle, and you have to clean it on site. So we were able to get it cleaned out and wiped it down and everything taken care of. And the customer's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just you don't want to make a habit of that because it's something that just kind of rubs people the wrong way. We are getting ready for Christmas, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I've been waiting for the slowdown to come. It hadn't come yet. We're still I got somebody that booked a Scooby-Doo for tomorrow, and I mean we're well into December, so I mean I'll take it, but on the flip side is, you know, we've had some crazy weather too. We've had yesterday was 72. Today it's like 58, 60 degrees, which this is an indoor event, so it doesn't matter either way. But crazy weather, it just brings out the frantic and everything. What it does is it creates a situation where people feel comfortable with doing it, but then all of a sudden, you know, the changes in temperature brings rain, and so you're either fighting the rain to get it set up or fighting the rain to get it taken down, and it never ends. But you know, we're used to that, and you know, we made the adjustments we need to make, and again, we're over the hump now. It will definitely slow down from here. I'd like to work on some more Christmas stuff. Although we've done a ton, but I would like to work on some New Year's stuff, and then start getting into the next year and just you know, really pounding the holidays and getting things lined up so that, you know, we can move some stuff forward. Still looking for help. You know, I've got tried and true Gabriel, and he's got a couple buddies in high school, but the problem is that sometimes the schedule kind of doesn't mix. I need somebody that can be there when they're busy, when they're in school, or you know, when they have other things going on. They have a lot of things, you know, individually between them that are going on, and you can't prioritize my business over you know, their living, because they're high school students, and you know, they've got organizations and clubs and, you know, events and friends, and you know all the social stuff that makes that up, and I 100% am behind all that. So you know, still looking for a full-time guy, and at the same time, you know, work out the money so that it works best for everybody. Anyway, you know, anybody needs some help, we do a full vetting though, background check, driving history, the whole 9 yards. So make sure. Don't send me no knuckleheads. I don't need no knuckleheads. But anyway, yeah, that's it. We're gonna pick this up this afternoon. So you know, it's a drop off in the morning, pick it up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's easy peasy. Checks already in hand, so we're good. I love it. All right, guys. You got anything you want to say? No. Yeah, you know, it seems like a couple years ago we had the same problem, and I thought that we were good because I'm using smaller blowers, but they get heated up, and then all of a sudden, they start. Okay, so they called me shortly after the event started, and I guess some of the breakers started to heat up, and we started tripping. And they have some other circuits that they could use. Well, they have some other circuits, but they're in use, I should say, with a lot of other stuff that they got going on with the coach and the refrigerators and TVs and stuff like that. So they wanted me to bring a generator, which is fine. And the reason I put it there is that's the place that they could keep the best eye on it. So they have, a direct vision on it, so it's pretty much taken care of, not a problem. That particular instance, the coaches and the event coordinator and everybody, the breaker tripped, and they said okay. And she got on the phone and called me, and the coach started looking for a different way to work the power and the parent volunteers you're freaking out. Oh, what do we do? It's not a problem. It's going to be okay. And so the experience and the ability to keep calm and everything by the people that I deal with over the years kind of spread to the parent volunteers, and everything's okay. It works out just fine. So honestly, building these events is more about just doing the event. It's building that trust and building that understanding and communicating with those people, and honestly that comes all right, a lot of new people would have immediately thought, well, they're using a generator, I've got to charge them, but here's the thing. They've already paid, they've already filled out the paperwork, they've already done everything, and honestly, they didn't foresee this need. I didn't foresee this need, even though that we've done all this. So me coming out and bringing, one generator, with the gas in it, yes, it's $100 hit on my side, but the amount of trust that it builds for me to come out and deal with the problem and then just keep going, it literally equates into, I've got them for as long as I'm in business and they're there. I've got them for any event that comes to mind. I've got them for not because, anything other than I've established that business trust with them. If there's an issue, we're going to deal with it. We're going to take care of it. And again, it's not about giving away stuff or losing money or gaining money or any of that other stuff. It's building that trust with these customers so that they understand it's gonna come off without a hitch. And again, they deal with the little problems just like I do. Nobody got upset. Nobody got overworked. It was one unit. Once they figured out what was going on, they unplugged one unit so that the circuit they unplugged one unit so that the circuit wouldn't keep popping. They left the rest of the units up so that the kids could continue to play. It took me 15 minutes to get there. We're back in business, so they're probably down a total of 35 minutes on one unit. It's not a big deal, and we dealt with the problem. Now, this becomes an issue if you're, an hour away. And the way that you deal with that is that you start foreseeing the problems you know, and you plan a little more and you do a little more. And you know, I would have, if this was an hour away, I would have already done what I needed to do as far as making sure that there was not an issue. Not that I'm, you know, not that I'm you know, shirking my duties on this particular event. But what I'm saying is that if you're further away, you're gonna double up on your idea of what you need to do to make sure that you don't have to come back and make that hour trip and go back and make it again and coming back and pick it up in the whole 9 yards. So, you know, that's the important part is just making sure that you deal this thing, build that trust with these customers, because that's what they're looking for. That's what they're paying for. When you're dealing with organizations, all that other stuff goes away. You know, they're within a budget. They're, you know, they want that support. They want to pick up the phone and call you, and you deal with the issues, and you book the events for them, and you make sure they're taken care of in the whole 9 yards. That's what they want. So if you're doing that, if you're doing those kind of events, if you're looking for those kind of events, you have to build the trust first. And that comes from, you know, making sure that you take care of them. And then, you know, and this can go a lot further. It could be, you know, you calling them before they call you about events. Hey, you know, we're doing our yearly schedule. We're doing our yearly planning. I want to make sure I take care of you guys first. Have you got some dates for me? You know, don't be pushy. Cool. If you don't have any dates, just let me know. I've got plenty of stuff, and you know, I just want to make sure that I take care of you guys. You know, doing that kind of thing is the way to do it.